Hey guys, it's Sam with The Blind Life. Today we're going to be taking a look at the new Acesight device brought to us by Zoomax. This is a low vision wearable device that has a lot of the same features that we're used to. But one thing that makes this one different is that it's completely open here on the front. So they claim that you're able to move around, walk around freely while wearing the device, while using the device. We'll have to take a look at that. So hang out, we will be right back and we'll see what comes in the box. Okay, here is the box. So we get our first look at the device itself. Right on top we have a packet of paperwork. There's also a lens cleaner in here. This has a manual, quick start guide, some other things, probably registration, that sort of thing. Then here is the Acesight case. Take that out and set this box aside. Now it comes in this hard case here, carrying case with the strap. It actually says RevoSight across the top because until recently that's what this device was called. They recently rebranded it Acesight. And if we open this up, here is the device right on top. Set that aside, and it does have a controller, battery and controller, and then your charging brick and charging cable here, and that is it. So as I mentioned in the intro, it's a very unique design, the Acesight. It's not like any other wearable device out there. A lot of the wearable devices out right now cover the eyes completely, and that's not the case with Acesight here. It's all open. You've got this visor, this clear visor, and everything is open, so you can see everything around you while you're wearing it. So walking around, moving around, seeing what's around you is no problem at all. So we have these interpupillary distance adjustment knobs on the sides here. And that's to adjust the image that's going to work perfectly for you, for your vision, get it lined up, that's going to be the best for you. And then we have three controls on the front here. We have a brightness increase, a brightness decrease, and then the 2D and 3D image button. Now what this does is it actually turns off half the screen when you put it into 2D mode. So it takes away your depth perception, or it takes away that 3D feeling. And that is all the controls on the actual headset. Everything else is done from the control box here, which, as I said before, is also the battery. It's a pretty good sized battery too. You're gonna get a long operation time out of this. So let's fire it up and I'll show you guys what she can do. So now, before we get started here, I just want to point out that this particular headset is unique. This one has a video out port, and that is for demonstration purposes. This is how we are getting our side-by-side view here so you guys can see what I'm looking at. The normal headset devices don't actually have that feature. So I'll just go over some of the basic functions here. Of course, we have our zoom, and I'm going to zoom in on my camera here like I usually do. And it is a step zoom, so if I click the button, it zooms in. There's the microphone. Or I can hold the button down and it will quickly zoom in and zoom out. And I get a little indication of the minimum and maximum zoom level. So that is the maximum zoom. Take a look at the front of the camera. There's the lens. You can't even see the lens all in one shot. Now we also have a finder button. If I long press on the button on the side here, zooms out. And I've got a little reticle on the front, and then I can place it onto something else like the manual here, and then when I let go it zooms in on that, and there we get a shot of the focus. So it is an autofocus. You can lock the focus if you were working on something you didn't want the focus to keep going in and out. You can do that. So since we do have the manual and the quick start guide here, we'll go ahead and look at that to demonstrate for reading purposes. So we can zoom in. This does have different color options. So we have inverted, black and white, then we cycle through all of our different colors. and they work pretty well. Then there's a dedicated button for color, so just to jump back and forth. You can set favorite colors, so if there's a certain color you really like to use, you can program that. That way you don't have to jump through all the different color options. Then one of the other main features is you can put an outline on objects. So if I click on the outline button, it puts this hard outline. There you go, there's a good shot of my hand and the remote next to it. And then if we click the arrow buttons here, we can change the size of the outline, make it thicker or thinner. And we have a couple different types of outlines available. So these can help you detect the edges of objects. So like if I look at the door over there, I can detect the edge of the door and the edge of the wall. Just enhances the edges of objects. Alright guys, so let me give you my final thoughts before we leave. I really like the design. It's a very unique design. Haven't really seen anything like this before. Now the fact that it is such a unique design is a little bit of a drawback. If I'm being honest, I think I would be a little more self-conscious wearing this out and about as opposed to one of the other designs like the VR goggles. You know, at least if somebody sees you wearing VR goggles, they may think you're just playing a VR game or something like that. This will definitely get a lot more strange looks than one of those other devices. Not necessarily a deal breaker, like I say, but something to keep in mind. A couple things I really liked about the device. I like the field of view that you get. The screen is much larger than some other devices like Acesight or Newize. It's very comfortable once again. Because it is so open, you're not feeling claustrophobic. That's really nice. It doesn't get hot, you know. Some people that maybe their temperatures run a little warm, they're not going to be fogging up the screen like they would on other devices. And the big question everybody always asks, how does it work for me? It doesn't work for me very well. It works better than some of the other devices. I can see this a lot better than Acesight. I can see it better than Newize. It's probably on par with the Jordy, at least the old version of the Jordy. But, you know, you guys know, as I always say in all my videos, just because it doesn't work for me doesn't mean anything. That has no bearing on whether it's going to work for you or not. Everybody's different, so definitely go out and try it if you get the opportunity to do a demo of this. I really recommend you do that because you might get lucky. These might be like amazing for you, even though they don't work that well for me. And one last thing, I want to give once again a huge thank you to Zoomax for letting me use this to make this video. If you would like more information about the Acesight device, of course I'll have links in the description down below for the website, phone number, all of that. The price on this guy is right around $5,000. So if you want more information like availability, give them a call. Okay guys, if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments down below. I'll do my best to help out. If you liked the video, be sure to hit the like button. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, share it with all your friends on social media. Thanks guys, Sam with The Blind Life. We'll see you next time.